Hello everyone. In the class today we will continue with electric dipole we started last time. Today we will study behavior of electric dipole in uniform electric field. So children, let's discuss the force acting over electric dipole in uniform electric field. This uniform electric field is always represented by equidistant electric lines of forces. So this is representation of uniform electric field. We know when we place a positive charge in any electric field, force over positive charge is the product of charge and electric field intensity, and direction of force over positive charge is parallel to the field. Over negative charge, the value of force of course is the product of charge and electric field intensity, but direction is opposite. So over positive charge the force is parallel, over negative charge the force is anti-parallel to external electric field. This is electric field E. If electric dipole is placed in this orientation is expressed by angle theta. Well, theta is angle between P and E. So this angle theta between P, electric dipole moment, and electric field intensity expresses the orientation of electric dipole in electric field. When we say theta 0, that means we are talking about electric dipole lying as shown in the diagram, like this. This is P, this is E. Now force over positive charge. Force over positive charge is parallel to the field. The value is what? F. F is Q into E. And force over negative charge is anti-parallel to the field, just opposite of the field. Both the forces are equal and opposite, and a pair of equal and opposite forces is called a couple. So there is a couple acting over electric dipole in every orientation, not only this. In this orientation, when it makes an angle theta with the field, force over positive charge is as usual F, and force over negative charge is as usual F, and this F is the product of charge and electric field intensity. Product of charge and electric field intensity. So in every orientation, force over positive charge is going to be parallel to the field, over negative charge anti-parallel to the field. Both the forces are equal. There is a couple acting over dipole. So the net force over electric dipole in any orientation is always going to be 0. There are two forces acting over dipole, over both the charges of dipole. Both the forces are always equal and opposite. They form a couple, and net force due to couple is always 0. So children, let's talk about torque acting over dipole. What is torque? Torque is turning effect of force, tendency of rotation due to force. So what is force acting over dipole in this arbitrary orientation when it makes an angle theta with the field? We have already discussed force over positive charge is F, force over negative charge is also F. Net force of course is 0. But what is net torque? Well, net torque is moment of couple, and that net torque is going to be the product of force and perpendicular distance between the forces. This is what is moment of couple. Moment of couple or turning effect of couple is the product of either of the two forces of couple into or with perpendicular distance between the forces. So F into perpendicular distance between the forces is torque. Well, this is force F, this is force F, and if we extrapolate the line of direction of this force, line of action of this force, this happens to be the perpendicular separation between the forces. Well, this distance is 2L. We know this angle is theta. So this distance is going to be 2L cos theta, and this distance, which is perpendicular distance, is going to be 2L sin theta. And if we substitute the value of force QE here and DL as 2L sin theta, what do we get? The value of torque. Q into 2L we know is the value of electric dipole moment, and if we substitute this value here, we get PE sin theta. Or we can write it in cross product, in term of cross product, we can write the torque as P cross E. The torque is the cross product of electric dipole moment vector and electric field vector. Well, when theta is equal to 0, torque is 0. When theta is equal to 90 degree, sin 90 is 1, torque is maximum. When theta is 180 in this orientation, theta is 180, the torque is 0. So for every orientation of electric dipole in electric field, there is a torque acting over it, except when it is parallel or anti-parallel to external uniform electric field. We are going to find out work done in rotation. When we rotate dipole by an angle theta in uniform electric field, what is work done? This is the orientation when it is parallel to the field, and from this orientation where it makes an angle theta 0, it is rotated to this orientation. So it is rotated by an angle theta as shown here. When the dipole is rotated by an angle theta, what is work done in the process? What is work done in the process? We are going to work out. Well, since the torque as we rotate the dipole is variable, therefore, what are we going to do? We divide this total angular displacement theta into infinite number of angular displacements d alpha each. We divide this total angular displacement theta into infinite number of angular displacements of infinitesimally small value d alpha. D alpha tends to 0. It is infinitesimally small. Well, all these are angular displacements of value d alpha each. Let us take an arbitrary angular displacement d alpha like this. This is an arbitrary angular displacement d alpha. Now, when dipole is at 1, it makes an angle alpha with the field, and when dipole moves to position number 2, this is 1 and this is position number 2. When dipole moves from 1 to 2, well, at 1 it makes an angle alpha with the field, and at 2 it makes an angle alpha plus d alpha with the field. So when it makes an angle alpha with the field, the torque acting over dipole would be what? Pe sin alpha. And when dipole makes an angle alpha plus d alpha with the field, the torque acting over dipole would be Pe sin alpha plus d alpha. And since this d alpha tends to 0, we can assume that the torque over this angular displacement remains constant. Tau 1 is equal to tau 2 is equal to tau is equal to Pe sin alpha, that is equal to constant. So value of torque can be assumed to be constant for this very small angular displacement. Why? Because this angular displacement is tending to 0. What is work done for this very small displacement? Work done for this very small displacement is the product of torque and angular displacement. Well, the torque is Pe sin alpha and angular displacement is d alpha. So Pe sin alpha d alpha is work done for this very small angular displacement d alpha. And if we find out work done for all d alphas and add them, we get the total work done. So this addition is done with the help of integration operator. So we integrate this function, we integrate both sides. When we integrate dw, we get total work done, and when we integrate right hand side, we get the integration of Pe sin alpha d alpha, and we integrate it with the limit alpha is equal to 0 to alpha is equal to theta. Alpha is equal to 0 to alpha is equal to theta. We integrate it. Sin alpha d alpha integration is minus cos alpha, limit is 0 to theta, and when we solve this limit 0 to theta, what do we get? Pe 1 minus cos theta. Well, when we put theta is equal to 0, well, work done is 0. It has to be 0. When theta is 0 means dipole is not rotated. When theta is equal to 90, dipole moves from this orientation to this orientation, and in that case work done is what? Cos 90 is 0, Pe. And when dipole is rotated pole for pole, when it is turned around, it is made to about turn. When it is rotated pole for pole, positive charge moves to this side and negative charge moves to this side. Theta is 180 degree, and in that case work done is 2Pe. Cos 180 is minus plus. This is maximum value of work done in rotating dipole. Now children, we are going to find out potential energy of dipole. But this is uniform electric field. Suppose the dipole is placed in this orientation such that it makes an angle 90 degree with the field. Potential energy of any charge or any charge configuration is always work done in forming or creating that charge configuration. So when dipole is placed in this orientation, when it makes an angle theta 90 with the field, what is work done in forming this configuration? Work done in forming this configuration is going to be 0. Therefore, potential energy is going to be 0. Why is work done 0? When dipole is placed like this, it lies over an equipotential surface. This line which is perpendicular to, or this surface which is perpendicular to uniform electric field is an equipotential surface. So when we bring positive charge, work done is say plus x, and when we bring the same amount of negative charge, work done is going to be what? Minus x. Potential all over this surface or all over this line is going to be same. So work done in bringing positive charge is equal and opposite of work done in bringing negative charge. So work done in forming the dipole in this configuration is what? Plus x and plus minus x is 0. Therefore, potential energy of dipole in this orientation is 0. Now in this orientation, potential energy is 0. So this is reference position for electric dipole for potential energy. Well, in this orientation, when the dipole is what? In this orientation, or when positive charge is in this right half and negative charge in the left half, the potential energy is going to be what? Negative. And when the dipole is going to be in this orientation, that is positive charge is going to be in this left half and negative charge is going to be in right half. In that case, the potential energy is going to be positive. Why positive? Because this is reference line for energy. In this orientation, the energy is 0. So in all these orientations, when the positive charge lies in this half, in this right half, and negative charge in this left half, well, the potential energy is what? Negative. Or you can say when angle theta is what? Acute. When angle theta is acute, the potential energy is going to be negative, less than 0. For this orientation, energy is 0. So for all acute angles, the potential energy is going to be less than 0. That is negative. And for all obtuse angles, the potential energy is going to be positive. So what is potential energy in this orientation? Potential energy in this orientation is going to be, for this orientation, potential energy is 0. So what is potential energy in this orientation? Feel, this is 90 degree. When we rotate dipole by 90 degree, work done is what? W90. When we rotate dipole by angle theta, what is work done? Work done is PE 1 minus cos theta. This is work done. So this is work done in rotating by dipole by an angle theta. This is work done in rotating dipole by an angle 90 degree. So what is work done in rotating dipole from here to here? For this is W90, this is W theta. So what is work done in rotating dipole from here to here? Work done in rotating dipole from here to here would be what? W90 minus W theta. So from W90, if we subtract W theta, we get work done in moving from here to here. We get work done in moving from this position to this position. And since the energy in this half is going to be negative, therefore negative of this work done, negative of W90 minus W theta is going to be the potential energy of dipole in this orientation. Well, let us substitute the value of W90, PE, W theta is what? PE 1 minus cos theta. Solve it. We get U theta is equal to minus PE cos theta. You can also write it as U theta is equal to minus P dot E. P dot E is PE cos theta. So this is the value of potential energy. And when theta is equal to 0, the potential energy is going to be what? Potential energy is going to be minimum. When theta is equal to 90 degree, potential energy is going to be what? 0. We have already discussed that. And as the angle increases further, the potential energy increases. And when the angle becomes 180 degree, substitute the value of 180 here. The potential energy becomes what? Plus PE. That is maximum value of potential energy. Now, there are two special positions of dipole in uniform electric field. One is called stable equilibrium and the other one is called as unstable equilibrium. So what is this stable equilibrium position of dipole? See, this is electric field intensity towards right, and if the dipole is placed such that P makes an angle 0 with the field, that is theta is equal to 0, dipole is in stable equilibrium. Why it is in stable equilibrium? Well, net force is always 0, so net force is going to be 0. What is net torque when theta is equal to 0? Net torque when theta is equal to 0, what? P sine 0, that is 0. So net force is 0, net torque is 0, which makes this, which makes the dipole in equilibrium. And when we find out the potential energy when theta is equal to 0, potential energy comes out to be what? Minus P. We have already seen it, minus P. This is minimum. And because of the fact that the potential energy is minimum, this equilibrium is stable. And if we rotate dipole pole for pole, such that positive charge is here, negative charge is here, and angle theta is 180 degree, dipole is in unstable equilibrium. Well, it is in equilibrium because net force and net torque is as usual 0. Force is always 0, torque is 0 when theta is equal to 180 degree. So both force and torques are 0. Both force and torque are 0. Therefore, the dipole is in equilibrium. And what is potential energy? When theta is equal to 180 degree, potential energy is maximum. And when potential energy of the system is maximum, the system is unstable. So it is equilibrium, but it is what? Unstable on account of potential energy being maximum. So with this we come to the end of every information about electric dipole in uniform electric field. We'll meet again very shortly with equipotential surfaces. Thank you very much and God bless you all.